Hey guys, welcome to Make That Sea Change. Paul here with you. Make That Sea Change is my site and channel aimed at everything to do with setting up your own online business. Now along those lines, today continues my Affiliate Marketing 101 series where we're looking at how to use Google for keyword research. Now if you're starting out with affiliate marketing, you'll hear people talk about keywords all the time. And the reason for that is because it is actually quite an important element, because it is what, think of it, when you search online, what do you search for? If you want to know how to plant roses, you will do a search for how to plant roses, or planting roses, or planting red roses or white roses. Whatever words you use to find what it is you're looking for are keywords. Now when it comes to ranking and getting people to view your posts, you obviously want to try and guess what words someone's going to use when they do that search and put that in your content so it matches. To help us do that, there are lots of keyword research tools out there. Wealthy Affiliate, which is the platform I use to help me do all this, has one called Jaxi. There's one, SEMrush, Ahrefs. Neil Patel has one which the Uber Suggest, I think it is. There's plenty out there, and the thing is, most of them cost money. But there is a free way that you can use Google to find the keywords that you're looking for and see what people are actually doing when they're searching online for whatever it is that you're working within. So if you're working in dog grooming or tennis or whatever, you can use that to find all sorts of words that people will use. It can help you not only match the keywords we talked about, but also gives you content ideas that you can build a whole list of content ideas purely based on what Google has within it. So let's have a look and see what we can find when we play with Google. So on our Google page here, within the post, if you're looking at the post below, I used pellet smokers as my suggestion, so I'll talk you through that. So if I do a search for pellet smokers, so if I type pellet smoker, the first one you can see here is the first keyword research you've got here is basically seeing what Google's telling you. Now these ones here, pellet smoker tips, pellet smoker tube, it's geographical, so obviously me being in Australia. Bunnings is a like Home Depot. If you're in the US, that's Bunnings is our version of that. Then you've got barbecue recipes, brisket, sale, pork ribs. So straight up, it's giving you, the first thing for your keywords here is giving you what it is that people are searching for. These are the most recent, the most popular searches that Google has undertaken within pellet smoker. So if we go pellet smoker tips, now just to prove that this is actually pretty good, is if I do take you into a keyword research tool and we put the term pellet smoker, this is Ahrefs, which is a paid program. So if I type pellet smoker in there, you can see in here it's got, where did I find it? Pellet smoker brisket, pellet smoker ribs. Not sure if pellet smoker tips is in there. It was somewhere. But you can see that very similar to what we're searching for, or what Google is telling us, we're finding within our keyword research tool here. It's not an exact thing, because keyword research tools have lots of other variants they use, like the number of searches, if there's the parent topics, how hard it is to rank for that, if there's branded information in there, etc, etc, etc. Whereas Google is just purely working on what the most popular and what the most recent searches have been. So if you're looking for information or ideas on what to type, what to write about, so say you're in tennis. So tennis bracelet, tennis elbow, tennis scores, tennis racket, tennis courts near me, tennis results. Again, local things there, Australian Open. So it's helping you plant red, which is something I mentioned earlier. So plant red roses, growing red roses from buds, planting red rose bush, red roses plant for sale, how to buy rose plants, what are red stems on roses, etc, etc. So you can see all the ideas and all the keywords, because they are what people are searching for. These are keywords. People are typing in this information. Let's go to pellet smoker again. Now if I click on pellet smoker tips, there's a couple of things you can see. I've got from source across the web preheat your grill, use a pan with a rack, clean the grease bucket, use reverse sear, use good quality pellets. So straight up, it's giving you all your content for that particular keyword that you've chosen. But anyway, so that's your first one. So by typing in there, it will give you all the information. And actually, once you click on here, because I chose tips, you can see it's gone even further. Now what this is here is, if we scroll down, you'll find, where are we? People also ask. So how do you use a pellet smoker for beginners? What not to do on a pellet grill? How to get more smoke out of a pellet smoker? Is it safe to leave a pellet smoker on overnight? Now what that is, that's the people also ask, which is the second option you've got within Google. So once you've done your pellet smoker tips, if you think, okay, well that's obviously a good keyword because it came up first in that on that search that I did. So yep, I'm going to write a post on pellet smoker tips. If you want to see how that ranks, see how we're going with in our proper keyword research tool, you can see that pellet smoker tips, very easy to rank for, get some good traffic. Tips for using a pellet smoker tips and tricks, pellet smokers steak tips. So they're the keywords that are coming up in the keyword research tool. So we go, okay, yep, I want to use that. Then these are some content ideas, what they call long tail keywords, that you can put within your post as well. So if I've got my tip, how do we use it? So what's my tip? How to get more smoke out of it. What's my tip? Is it safe to leave it in the smoker overnight? So people also ask, is your second option there. Third option is people also search for, which is what came up here as well. So you can see pellet smoker for beginners, how to get more smoke from a pellet grill, which is there. Using a pellet smoker for the first time, can you smoke on a pellet grill? Traeger tips for beginners, Pit Boss pellet grill hacks. There, it's coming in the branding stuff there, which is quite good for your keyword research. So the people also search for, again, is either that if they're searching for this, these are keywords. So pellet smoker tips for beginners, that's what people are searching for. That was something that came up here, pellet smoker tips. So we know if people are searching for it, the keyword research tools are showing us, but we're not talking about them, we're talking about Google, which is exactly what you're seeing here for your, so tips and tricks. Reddit always comes up because it's a very popular thread post that people use. Best pellet smoker tips. How to use pellet smoker for the first time. So if that's something that you want to get into first time, then click on that and it will take you down that path again. So people also ask how to use a pellet smoker, how to break in a new pellet smoker, what's the first thing you should cook, are pellet smokers good for beginners? And then you can scroll down and it'll have people also search for, which is slightly different than what you had before, but you can, as you can see there, you can just use that to continuously find ideas. And all these ideas here are things that you know people are searching for right now. So there's no need to worry about ranking, the popularity and whether it's easy to rank for, etc., etc. This is what people are searching for right now, which is what you can use as in your keyword research to make sure that the information and the wording you're putting in your post and your content is valid and is going to give you a good chance of attracting visitors. So that is using Google. Now the last thing I'll show you here is actually not a Google search as such, but it's Google Trends. Now I like Google Trends because it gives me an idea of what people are looking for at particular times of the year and whether there are things that I should be looking for at particular times of year. So if I go to worldwide here, because Australia doesn't have as much information, what is pellet smoker? Okay, so that is in the past day, that's why that was there. I like to go 5 years because that gives me a good idea. So over the past 5 years, you can see in worldwide, you can narrow that down to the United States or to Australia or Great Britain or wherever you are, especially if you're trying to market to local people. It might be worthwhile seeing, but if I go to the United States, so I can see here that there is a definite seasonal gap, and you'll find November 5 to So that is in my summer or your winter. So people are searching for these things in winter, which is interesting. And then as it goes through, as it comes into summer, it drops off, and then into the middle of summer here you have another little peak there. The winter, I would imagine, especially early November, Thanksgiving, people looking for pellet smokers around Thanksgiving, that would be for meals. So Thanksgiving's always a good thing if you're doing anything to do with food. And then we know through the summer months there that because people are outdoors most, and this is in the United States, so May to June is your summer months. So we have a good peak in Thanksgiving and a good peak over the summer months, which means that just tells me that, and because that's been like that over the last 5 years, I know that this is a good niche that is going to be able to be continued throughout that time. I can now scroll that down. Oklahoma, Kansas, Arkansas, Iowa, Missouri, 51 subregions, which is, it's 50 states, isn't there? So I'm not sure what the extra subregion is. I won't open it up now. But you can see that Oklahoma, Arkansas, Wyoming are your most popular. And then it breaks it down to, search interest. California, not as big into the smokers in California as they are in some of these, what you call the southern states, which makes sense because that's been to America a few times, and it's the southern states that tend to have that. Although these guys here are all into the smoke. Anyway, I'm not getting into that argument. And you can see related topics. Pellet, so pellets, ribs on a pellet grill, which goes back to our original searching that we did before. So ribs is one that come up. RZ Grills is a brand. Vertical smokers are also, especially in pellet smokers. And related queries: best pellet smoker, expert grill, Commodore, Lone Star Grill, so that's a brand there as well. Rectex Smoker's a brand, you can see that's come up there as well. So it's giving you a little bit more information based on what it is you're looking for. So if I look in at where I am here, so I find Australia. So over the past 5 years, we've had a good run there, and you can see here that December 12 to 18, December 11 to 17, December 31, January 6, our summer. So you can see that those peaks, we don't have Thanksgiving over here, we do have a hot Christmas, and you're also in the gift giving period in here as well. So that's something you can look at. We only have 6 states. Northern Territory, that's interesting, has the highest interest. Queensland, New South Wales, so that's quite interesting. And you can see the pellets: Weber, Pit Boss, Pellet Grill, Brisket, Z Grill. So it seems to be the brand. So if you're looking at anything like that, brands would be the one you're looking at. So if we go to Red Roses, just as a final thing here, Australia for the past 5 years, yep, good. That must be rose growing season, February, coming out into our autumn. So that must be a good time, late summer, early autumn. Very popular. And you can see what people are. Oh, a song. Songs in there. Red Roses topic. There you go. Very interesting. Poetry. Roses are red, violets are blue, etc., etc., etc. So there you go. So that might be something I would be putting that on my social media if that was me, or I'd be putting that in my content somewhere as a segue into whatever I was doing with Red Roses. So that's it, guys. That is my run through of how to use Google for keyword research. So as you saw there, every time I plugged something into Google, it gave me ideas and feedback on what's popular at the time. So when you first enter your search in, there's a drop down list there. When you find your search results, you go down and you find people also ask. Then you scroll down a bit further, people also search for. So use that terminology. It is the latest terminology. It is the latest searches up to the minute that people are searching for. And then you can then marry that off to Google Trends. So once you've seen what people are searching for now, then you can use Google Trends to see if that's what people are searching for constantly, or whether it's a bit of a fad. So for example, if I search for fidget spinners, I'm pretty sure it would have gone up like that and then down to next to nothing because it's tapered off. So you can use it to locate that as well. Use it for keyword ideas, use it for content ideas, use it to create a list of content, stories or blog posts that you can build, and use the wording within there to fill out the headings or the content within your post as well. Anyway, that's it, guys. If you need help with that, please comment below. Love to answer any questions you have. If you're watching within YouTube, please also like and subscribe to my channel as well. That would be much appreciated. Anyway, as always, any feedback, any comments, please let me know, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.